Who's the point guard from Notre Dame?
He was killing it. He was cute.
He was a good player in college. He's old though.
Very much, and he just trained.
Joe Montana?
No, it was.
What did Tyler just say?
It's Joe Montana.
Gosh, dog. I know him too. Like
It's bald guy, like light skinned black guy.
Yeah, light skin. Are there light
That's everyone at Notre. Yeah, that's everyone at Notre Dame.
Yeah, pale.
Yeah, me.
With pale.
No, that's called pale. Light skinned black guy. Light skinned black guy. Light skin is.
Well, like Manute Bol is not a light
dark skin. It's not a dark skinned white guy.
Well, he's a lighter shade of black.
Greeks.
You know who I'm talking about.
European.
You agreed with it.
Time out. What?
You agreed at first. You're like, yeah, he's light. He's like
he's light skinned, but light skin only refers to black people.
Well, if I said light skinned white guy, then
you would never say light skinned white guy.
I'm trying to describe what the fucking guy looks like.
Light skin, you don't need to say black.
Thank you.
Wait, who said that?
Tyler's black. In case.
Thank you. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Wait, what'd you say, Tyler?
If you say light skin, you're referring to somebody black. You're not referring to somebody. It couldn't be white or black. You can't say light skinned Puerto Rican kid. Like what?
Wait, you can't say light skinned black guy?
No, he's just saying it's
when
redundant.
You're saying it's redundant. Yeah, you're right. Light skinned black guy is redundant.
Like
light skin is always referring to light and dark, or always referring to somebody black.
He was a very tall giant. You said giant. You don't need to say he was tall.
I said what you're saying, but it was redundant though.
How?
When you say light skin, it's only referring to black people, so you don't have to say light skinned black guy. You get what I'm saying?
Got it. I understand what you're saying.
Because you never say light skinned white guy.
Because if you're talking about a light skinned white guy, you call him pale.
Thank you.
Yeah, you would just call me like a ghoulish looking figure. You wouldn't say like he's light skinned white.
Got it. I wouldn't be like light skinned white guy.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. I agree with that.
Okay.
I'd be like super pale dude.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. Makes sense.
We're together.
Yeah, all right. We
crossed the bridge today.
Yeah. That's not like racist or nothing, right?
No. That's redundant.
Yeah,
that's redundant.
It's redundant.
He didn't start swinging on you.
Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, I was just trying to describe the guy. Chris Smith, is that his name?
No, but it's Chris.
He 4 years he played. He played all. He was in college for like 100 years. No, I think it was number one, maybe.
Yes, Chris Thomas. Chris Thomas. Thank you.
There it is.
Chris Thomas
killed us.
But he was selling insurance at that point in time. He just stopped playing basketball because he just didn't want to play basketball, and I get that.
All right,
he killed us. But
us.
He controlled the game,
and he pickpocketed.
And they had more players than us. And like we had like a 6-man rotation, and they rotated 10 with 2 defenders, like just to guard me at all point in time. So I couldn't.
It's tough. Now it's $2 million. That was what, $500,000?
Yeah, it was $500,000.
I mean, just Sullinger was in the league like 3 minutes ago. He was in it this year. I don't know how Ohio State. They had a good team. It looked like.
Yeah, what are they just doing? Like colleges are doing teams now?
That's what we did. We played Notre Dame. It's like the alumni.
Yeah.
It's like.
But they got two players that didn't go to Notre Dame for our game. You know, right?
Who?
Oh, dudes overseas. I don't know that.
I didn't know that.
One every year is the overseas team.
Overseas elite, yeah.
With one of our guys too.
And Burrell.
Yeah, Burrell. Good for Burrell.
But they got like 10 guys that can actually play. We had 6. We didn't. We were waiting on 4.
I know they keep.
No. What I'm saying is,
side of the bench, Ross.
We were waiting for 3 other guys that didn't show up.
Chadwick, Chad,
Shavlik Randolph.
Shavlik Randolph was a
Quincy
no-show.
Doobie.
Yep. Doobie was a Rutgers dude, right?
Yeah.
Doobie's nasty. I thought he was going to make it in the league.
No, but he he's made a lot of money overseas. Like in China, like it's not even worth him coming back.
It's a lot of
he
dudes
was
like that.
Nasty.
Yeah. Like, he's made the best financial decision for his family because he goes from like China to Turkey, back to China.
Because they're different seasons, right?
Yeah, different times of the season. So he's done.
So he's just playing year round.
Yeah, basically, and making money and not paying taxes. So
that's how you do it.
That's what I'm saying. It's fiscally responsible, right?
Have you considered that for like the next step?
No,
we're kind of recording.
No, I'm done. When I stop playing basketball, I'm not playing on any level. Like YMCA, I'm cool.
He's gonna host this podcast with you,
fellas.
That would be tremendous.
If there's enough money in it, I will do it.
I know. And then you gotta sling it though, like you sling it in the locker and bury people.
Why bury people?
That's what gets.
Telling
that's
the truth
where the
and
money
burying
is.
people.
All right, tell the truth then.
Okay.
Yeah, the truth can bury a lot of fucking people.
Has and will.
People start swinging on you in the street, though.
I've been swung on a lot.
Really?
I mean,
it's opinion though. Like
who swung on you?
It's your opinion.
Like every AAU game I've ever played.
Oh,
really?
Because
not out in the street. I've only been swung on
not
a basketball
because,
court.
Right.
No one on the street. Like no one wants that, Dave. I'm way bigger than everyone not named Dahntay Jones.
Choose time. Yeah. Choose time.
rap game changed for one name. Jules aim to slain anything on this plane. Remains are found when the best kept secret get heated. You went platinum with a ghostwriter, so in the game you won, you cheated.
All right, mixtape. It's another NBA champion edition. We got Dave Portnoy in here, which is a wild.
Well, I feel like I facilitated this thing.
You absolutely
did. Yeah, I wanted to be here.
He negotiated the deal.
Yeah, he didn't know who you were. I'm a teammate of his, so I came in.
You got we have Dahntay Jones in here.
For every teammate.
Yeah, where would you rank him on your all-time teammate list?
He's top 10.
That was a good fucking
top
teammate.
10 because he brought a lot to the table. Like being a teammate is not always reflected on the court.
I also offered to take the prize money, and I was going to party with it. Like I wasn't going to pocket anything.
He's going to mess it up too.
Yeah.
Was that the only reason? Like, if that was the only reason you got him top 10, I'm fine with that. Like,
No. He was a hell of a teammate.
Kept it loose in the locker room.
Yeah, he was a big locker room guy.
Great locker room.
Morale guy.
Presence.
Kept team morale high. Always was positive.
I thought Josh Boone wanted to spike you
Josh
into the ground.
Boone was in a foul mood the entire time we played in that tournament.
He operates in a foul mood in life sometimes. So.
Is that just a UConn big man type of thing?
I don't know too many UConn big men. No, Emeka Okafor is not like that. So
yeah, he's pretty soft soul.
Yeah.
By the end, I think
nice
he kind of liked us. By the end, Boone sort of came around, but he just, I don't think he's like, who the fuck are these guys?
Right.
Why are they on the team?
He didn't understand your importance to the team.
Right.
And he doesn't really
With the
operate
whites?
in you guys' circle. No, we're not going there. No, but he doesn't operate. He didn't understand what Barstool Sports was in general. So he was just
He came around.
some couple guys here just hanging out,
taking a share. That's what they called it. Like you got shares if you won. It's like, who are these fucking dudes
Getting in my
shares?
pockets? Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, I don't blame him from that regard. So Dahntay's here. Currently, would you still call yourself right now a Cleveland Cavalier? Or are you just a free agent?
I'm a free agent.
Okay. Are you trying to go back with the Cavs,
Yeah,
or is
I am.
now kind of a shaky situation over there?
I am. Well, it's not shaky over there. It's free agency. Free agency is what it is. This can be up and down, and it shakes out towards the end of the season, beginning of the season sometimes. But it is what it is.
How do you feel about the new Cavs jerseys?
Awesome.
Yeah,
I think they got the best ones so far.
Do you see the Suns today?
I didn't see the Suns today.
Okay,
but
they're better than what the Suns were the past few years.
Yeah, the Suns are
not saying a lot.
Pretty good.
But you know who's Minnesotans are dope too.
Yeah,
Minnesota's today.
They're a little Euro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
look.
to have a simple Euro look, prior to the other stuff that's out there right now, or what they used to have, that weak wolf. That is dope.
They screw whose was it that they dropped yesterday that they really fucked up?
Not the Bucks, was it?
No, the Bucks is pretty much the exact
same thing, right?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. No, I was going in on someone yesterday because it was just like a trap. Because the Adidas ones, obviously I don't wear them on the court. You would know that because you don't see me out there on the court.
Right. Thought I did, but
you got a raw deal, Coley.
I look like if Jason Williams completely gave up on life. Yeah.
Sweet.
The Adidas ones I thought were trash forever, and then Nike rolled these out. I thought they were gonna really put some shit into it, and the Cavs they made a little bit better. I think all Cavs jerseys are bad. That's just me.
But they don't have. I don't think they have
complete
all
control.
Of them,
even the old ones.
All Cavs jerseys are bad?
Every
the Craig Elo ones.
The Knicks color ones.
Those are pretty sweet.
They're worse Knicks jerseys to me.
Nah,
the black ones are dope.
With the if you took the sleeves off them.
But the sleeves are even
Well, you guys want a title in that.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
That's what makes it dope.
I was saying it while these finals were going on. You should have saved the black sleeves for when it was 3-0 or crunch time. Bring it back, those Game 7 memories.
I said Game 5.
But you only have certain amount of times you can wear certain uniforms. You have a allotment, and then you start getting to fine territory, and then they start banning you. For TV has a lot of control of what uniform you wear.
Even during the finals?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Probably especially during the finals.
Yeah.
But do you think it was a panic move to bring them out as quick as you did? Because it felt to me, oh, let's try and bring it back to those memories.
Well,
or was
those jerseys came with a certain type of attitude.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We going black. That's our mentality right now.
Funeral
mode. You know what I mean? So that was when at that point in time it's you know what, we got to change our attitudes and we're gonna let our attitudes reflect the uniform and try and go in that mantra.
Okay.
So didn't work.
No, not this year.
Not this year.
I'm still shocked.
Well, the NBA's ruined, so it depends on which side you.
Why is the NBA ruined?
Warriors,
That's
man.
what we keep hearing.
That's what the internet tells us.
The NBA was ruined.
Man, come on, man.
Super teams, you mean?
Super teams?
Yeah, just specifically the
Warriors. Man. Don't. Everybody wants to panic, and it's big news to panic, but like you adjusted to what they had before.
That's what I'm saying. It just happened with Miami and Bron.
You adjust.
They said the league was ruined then.
Right, you adjust.
It was. Well, he ruined. That
It goes
was the
in
beginning
phases.
of the ruin.
It goes in phases. Like it's you create your team according to what you need to be.
And like my whole argument's always been during the 80s when it was just Lakers, Celtics, no one was like, this is the worst. The league's ruined. Like no one ever thought that. It was two teams, they played in 8 of the 10 finals.
Right, but no. Everybody thought it. They just didn't have a voice to get it out there. So now with social media, there's more voices, more news, more media outlets. So now you can really share and everybody can agree together. But before, when you're at your house just thinking this, you didn't know other people agreed with you. And you didn't just keep saying the same thing over and over again. Like it was the same thing back then.
Yeah.
Lakers Celtics, you had a video game about two teams. And you thought it wasn't the same thing going on right now? Come on now, guys.
It's a good point. I guess it's just the nostalgia factor and being from Boston, you hear like it
They
was
had the basketball game named after two teams.
They picked the right two teams, if we're being honest with
That's
you.
what I'm saying, but that shows you that the same thing was going on then. It's always been there's only at the end of the day 5 teams vying for a championship, and maybe 3 that have a real shot at it. So nothing's changed over the years. We can voice our opinions more, and now people can hear you. Now people more can agree across certain platforms.
Do you think? Do you ever like? Go ahead, Tyler. I want to figure out how to word this.
I was just going to say, and like you said with the 5, even amongst those 5, it's favorites amongst those.
Right.
And it has been for several years. So,
and number
just to
5
act
is
like
not
it's
close to number 1. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
And 5's not trying to get it, but they may not be as close as 1, 2, and 3. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. How do I want to word this? With all the shit happening between Kyrie and LeBron right now, are the Cavs still one of those top 3?
That's a stupid
I
question.
don't think it's stupid.
That's a very stupid question.
How?
Tell them why. Tell them why.
Today, I don't know if this is the facts. They said Kyrie didn't talk to any of his teammates between the first and second round. That was reported. That's Bleacher Report.
But we have to take everything with a grain of salt.
Oh, for sure.
And until Kyrie says something, until LeBron says something, you cannot believe everything. There's some exaggerations to everything.
For sure.
So, of course, like even if they are, okay, let's say Bron and Kyrie come back together. Even if they're arguing, they're still the best team in the East.
I don't disagree.
Even if they don't even like each other for 2 weeks, which is not the case. Don't get it no twisted. Even if they are at ends, they're still 2 most dominant players in the Eastern Conference right now.
They don't like each other.
Ooh.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean,
I'm not even. I'm not going to even agree with that. I don't think that they don't like each other. Not at all. That's not even
whatever
the
it's
case.
going to be is whatever it's been, probably. Like
Right.
whatever.
Like,
they don't put
okay,
together like
you understand.
that, it's going to be that.
You work with a bunch of guys every day, and when you're around a bunch of men every day, you're not going to be cool every damn day. Like something, like even like when you with your girl, like something gets on your nerves every. Like, if you've been with her long enough, something tends to ruffle your feathers every now and then. Like, and you may love her to death, but you've been with her every day, and it's to make any type of relationship work, you have to have those ups and down days. So, mind you, the Golden State Warriors have the same type of issues.
Yeah,
they work through them. You think Steph and Draymond get along every day? You think that Draymond's personality doesn't get on Steph's nerves at some time and point during the season?
I think it's
but
every day.
Right, it might be every day, but they
seems
they
very
make their relationship work, and there's nothing wrong with it. You guys fight, fall out. That's part of winning. Like MJ got in fights with his teammates
daily,
because his personality wears on you because he wants to win all the time, and he's critiquing on your back, and some people can't take it, but it's all for the better. It's like your parents. Like your parents know better for you. They're always on your back. They get on your damn nerves. You want to kill them. Some people have killed their parents before, but that's another story.
the whites.
Right? Yeah, only white people do that. But some people killed their parents before, but you still love them. And they were giving you the right stuff. You just didn't like the way that they were giving you the message. So that's a part of being a team. You have to learn how to communicate to people and keep giving that same message and not give up on them. And it's not as bad as you guys think it is. Trust me. Every team goes through this.
requested a trade.
Everything goes through this. But it's, like, even if that is true, I wasn't there. See, we don't know what happened in that meeting. So when you're not the first and second parts of it, if you're not Dan Gilbert and Kyrie, what happened in that meeting, and you're getting it second or from a third party or from a fourth party, every time you tell the story, it gets exaggerated.
Yeah,
But
to
he
give a
hasn't
telephone.
denied it, right?
But he hasn't
Kyrie hasn't said anything.
They said
I don't think.
anything. So how are we? The story changes every week,
Yeah. I mean, if I
and different things come out
every.
every week about what happened in the report.
If I didn't demand it, I would have been like, "Yo, I didn't do that." But
Yeah, that's a good point.
but sometimes you don't have to keep defending yourself. And if I did, but if I did demand it, wouldn't I say, yeah, that's what I said?
yeah, if I did it, I wouldn't say anything. If I didn't do it, I would have been like, "I didn't do that." That's how I would have handled it.
But-
Silence to me is
But
like
there's so many
complicity.
stories out there. That which one do I accept? And then once I accept, once I jump on one side, then I got to keep answering questions. You can't just answer questions one time and then just jump out of it, be like, I'm cool. So what I'm saying in turn is saying that we don't know exactly what happened, so we don't know what side they fall on.
Would it surprise you if he did?
Would it surprise me? Either or, it wouldn't surprise me because I know his heart and I know he wants to win. So we all have different opinions according to how I'm going to win and how I want to win. So like he may have a different opinion. He said it in one capacity and they took it in another. Mm-hmm. But I know he wants to win at all points of time. Just like Bron. Bron is everything's about winning.
So why would he ever leave then? Because isn't that his best chance of winning in Cleveland?
Or does he want to like win on his own and prove he can do
right?
it?
Exactly.
That's the question we all can't answer. We can
Right.
all speculate, but we don't know why until he says what is what. We don't know. So I try not to speculate. I try not to until I hear it from his mouth because anything else would be kind of disrespectful in my opinion because I know the person. So
Right.
Right.
if I try and jump on one side, say he wants to do that, I wouldn't want somebody doing that to me. I want somebody speaking for me or saying what my motives were. Until we're in his shoes and see what he sees and feels how he feels, like until he explains himself, then we don't know. We honestly really don't know.
Has Kyrie ever invited you to one of his white women yacht parties?
He's a married man.
No, I'm a married man. I can't go.
Listen,
He
I didn't
knows,
say you
but-
had to do
What
anything.
I'm
I just
saying
wanted to
is-
know if you
what
got
I'm
the
saying is
invite.
He
That's like an invitation. He
No,
knew you
no,
would
because
you would decline, but he was just being a
I'm
nice
not in
guy.
that, I'm not in that age bracket, so
Okay.
like, we hang out in different types of events.
Shout
Like,
out
me and him
to
spend
Anastasia
time in different
Ashley.
type of ways rather than on the yacht parties. And there were some black girls on the yacht parties.
Listen, like you talked to Twitter about that. Kyrie's never even seen a black girl in his life.
Right, exactly. But they never looked at his girlfriend, though. Huh?
I honestly, yeah, I
He's
don't know.
had two girlfriends.
She wasn't
He's
on
not
the boat.
Lou
I didn't
Williams.
see
Let's
it.
relax.
No, he's had two girlfriends, but he only deals with white women. Nah, come
Wait,
on.
wasn't he? Who's the R&B chick he was with?
Kelani.
Kalani. That's right.
Was she white?
I can't speak.
Come
on
on now, fellas.
Yeah,
She was
She's
dark skinned
something.
white.
She's a light skinned girl.
dark skinned
She's-
white.
Okay. And yeah, he's come on, man. But even in that capacity, you love who you love, right?
Oh, for sure.
So if it's a green woman out there and she loves me and I love her, like who cares?
Yeah.
Would she come on
It's
your
too many
boat, though?
opinions. Would she come on my boat? If I was single, let me preface that one.
Of course,
And
yeah,
she
of
was
course.
and
Smart.
and I was really into her. The green girl would come on my boat any day. And her green friends too.
Oh man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a huge Avery Bradley guy.
As you should be.
One of the biggest. I'm
As you should be.
crushed he's not a Celtic anymore.
I'm a huge Avery Bradley fan. Like as a person and as a player, like no, he doesn't get as much credit as he does because
Those numbers don't like him, man.
so who cares about the numbers? Like his effect on the
agree.
game is his effect for Isaiah Thomas though. Like that's what I'm scared of. That's why I say Boston does not a guarantee because now Isaiah has to guard his own man. And Avery could take over
Both guys.
So when Avery got it, when Isaiah has to see Kyrie,
Oh no.
that's a problem now.
no.
Avery was taking
It was
away.
a problem for Avery, let alone Isaiah.
No. Avery did a great job, but
Oh, of course.
Avery slowed down a lot. As a defender, your job is not. You can't shut anybody down because the rules won't let you, and people are just way too talented. But what you can keep them under their numbers, and you can annoy the hell out of them and get them to stop thinking about basketball. That's what Avery could do. Like Avery could just be a pest and stay under his skin and sit and make him do other things than he likes to do. Isaiah can't do that. That's not his skill set.
I'm going to cut that, and that's the only thing that's going to be posted on social media.
Okay, that's fine.
Listen, no. I'm saying
Like,
I have,
why he's
I'm a
a-
Celtics fan. I have Isaiah Thomas like super fans like swinging from his nuts, telling me he's like the girl. Like I like Isaiah Thomas. Everyone on the fucking planet likes Isaiah.
You should
Thomas.
like Isaiah
He
Thomas.
can't. He's too small to play defense.
But his weapon against him is not his defense. It's his offense.
Yeah.
Some people, their weapons are. Avery is special because he can play both sides of the ball.
Thank you.
And he can play without the ball.
Oh, he's one of the best.
Right, so he's
like
not
cutting. He's one of the best off-ball offensive players.
He was best for Isaiah because to be effective, he doesn't need the ball in his hands, and Isaiah does because he's that talented with the ball in his hands. So whether it's backdoor cut, spacing the floor, making big shots, but defending for 48 minutes or 40 minutes, that's big. And he can either play usually teams don't have a great two guard and a great point guard.
Right.
So either one, you push Isaiah to and Avery takes him. Who's going to do that for him now?
Like Jalen
Who?
Brown.
He's going to be a 4. He's going to be a 3-4.
That's got to be smart.
And if they're smart, they play him at the 4 because
I think. I was thinking Marcus Smart should play the 4 because he's a burly young.
Come on, Marcus Smart.
What do you mean?
I like Marcus Smart, but
sounds like you might not.
He's not Avery Bradley.
Oh, for sure not. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Bradley might be
Avery's.
He's top. He's top 2 in my opinion in shooting guard defenders.
Who else is up there?
Klay Thompson.
Okay. Okay.
So, and Klay Thompson saves them because see the prop.
Oh yeah, I think Klay did a better job on Kyrie than Avery did these playoffs. I don't know if it was his length or what. I mean, Kyrie was. Do you think Kyrie won a game in Boston by himself?
Kyrie, I think, carried the Cavs. I think LeBron rides the Kyrie wave, and I think that's why Kyrie.
You don't believe?
No,
he
I believe that.
You don't believe that?
I believe that.
Time to trade LeBron?
I believe that. I believe that's why he wants to get out of there because he doesn't like how LeBron takes all the credit for the wins, and then Kyrie's the blame for all the losses.
Well, first of all, LeBron doesn't take credit for wins and takes credit for losses. Okay,
you're a LeBron guy.
I'm a LeBron and Kyrie guy, but I'm a realist also. So don't get it twisted.
Do you like his social media videos? This will be a true answer.
Just like his social media
when
videos.
He's just rapping to himself and then getting made fun of.
I think they're funny.
Yeah, all right. See, you're not
No. What I'm saying
you
is,
think they're funny?
No, I think they're funny bad
because the reaction that they gets from those that's his humor in life. Like when you're on top of the world, like you gotta get certain laughs and jokes about your own stuff and to see.
But he was doing that.
Y'all, I can only understand like how he's like laughing at y'all as y'all laughing at him. You understand what I'm saying? Like
he wasn't laughing when he started making those. I still don't know that he's laughing at this point.
Oh, he's laughing,
and it's not gonna stop us from laughing.
He's laughing.
At him, so
he's laughing.
We all
correct. But it's good for for basketball, man. Like he's human. Michael Jordan, we never saw as human. Like we never saw the human side of him doing like normal stuff. We just saw him flying through the air, dominating, and cut to him in his Porsche and leaving the arena. Like
whatever LeBron
the human part
is
of it,
not human. I don't know what he's doing.
The
on
human
social
part
media.
of him, like even just having a good time, we never really got to see that from Mike. And I think that's why like people hate and love LeBron, but like the people that love him get to see the human side of him, like hanging with his kids, laughing, dancing, like that shows that he's a real person. He's not like a robot. Like,
I wish we had that joke we could play right now. That
the cooler joke. Tyler, do you know that one off the top of your head?
It was the worst joke.
Which one?
LeBron told a joke about it was the Kendrick Lamar lust. And he was talking about his son was like, what do you mean she's thirsty? Like it was some sex lyric, and his son was trying to repeat it back, and he was telling the story as badly as I am right now, but he's crying, laughing.
It was like his mother said get him a drink then or something.
It's in the cooler.
Yeah,
the drinks, water's in the cooler.
Fucking
and LeBron was on the floor. I don't hate LeBron like he does.
I'm trying to let you guys have the part, but we start talking LeBron, I start getting heated.
Yeah, I mean I threw it to you.
Okay, Casey. Okay. It's gonna sound one-sided, but it's not. The reason why they work so well together is because
Kyrie and Bron.
Yeah, if you have most teams have how many defenders? Like wing defenders.
Like one.
Lucky
if that, right?
Yeah,
you're lucky if you got one.
Yeah.
Right. So and the Warriors got about 3.
Right.
So if you have one, who you gonna put them on? 6'9", 270-pound dude over there that run as a train. You put the one that you have that may be athletic and maybe 6'6", if that.
So was he running out of gas in the finals?
No.
Because in the first half he'd attack, couldn't stop him. And then he started settling for jump shots.
But he wear a lot of hats, man. Like, understand, when you wear a lot of hats,
he's got a bad hairline.
It's no.
Now I know you're lying.
I'm not lying.
He was saying no.
I'm not lying.
You don't have a bad hairline?
It's not the greatest. No. It's not the greatest. Mine isn't either, though. So if I can laugh about myself, mine is trash.
No.
Yeah, but you don't try and pretend like it's fine.
No. We hold on to what we hold on to sometimes. Like, it is what it is.
Fair point.
You get surgery on what you get surgery on.
I don't know about surgery, but I'm not getting surgery on mine.
I did.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So now you're gonna critique somebody else's hairline, but you got surgery to save.
But I own it. I wear it. He wears
his.
Yeah, fuck he does.
Oh, that's along the lines of hating right there.
I'm a hater.
Why are you a hater?
Because I hate
Did you not see him in Boston?
But they hate.
it. All
You
started-
talked to him in Boston. You know he's a hater.
I've hated him since the decision, and everything I do, I think he's just so pretentious and fucking annoying. And his press conferences, like, he's a flopper. LeBron flops. And he's when he goes and says press conference, I don't know how to flop, never even heard of it, things like that. I made a whole mixtape of him flopping. People like, yeah, he's got
Set
too
to
much
Barbie
time.
girl.
Set to Barbie.
So that's your
girl.
one grievance, flopping. Go ahead, give me the second one.
No, he's got a whole like 25 like
I
dotted out
got a
list.
million.
What was
of
it
them.
about the decision? Like, why the decision?
Why do I hate the decision?
Yeah, like what you said from then. Like, if you were
Well,
good
yeah,
with him,
what
was
he
about
did with the
decision?
decision, I thought was like the most disrespectful, rude thing to Cleveland. And I'm not just saying Dan Gilbert. I'm saying like you're from Cleveland. Like they didn't even know he was leaving. The way he left was I don't even necessarily, especially nowadays where everybody leaves, but the way he handled it, which I think he'll admit now at this point, but that started me on the spiral where I started watching everything he did. There's the super team thing. When he's like, I didn't have anything to do with the beginning of the super teams. Like he did start the super team.
No, he didn't.
Who did?
Okay, what's your tending to? There were super teams before this. Okay, time out. But he's jumped onto a part of basketball where the athletes are in control now, and that's what people don't like. The CBA has shifted towards athletes having control of their own future. And for the old league was teams and owners have control over their lives and where you play at. So don't get it twisted. You don't like the decision, and they didn't let Cleveland. But have you ever been traded before? Have you ever talked to somebody that's been traded before? You find out across the ticker. So what's the difference between him not communicating with Cleveland when you may wake up to the ticker saying, oh, you got to move? And nobody called you to tell you that. So when they have control over your life and you get control back over your life, why do I have to consult with the team when I'm an employee? You understand what I'm saying? So why do I have to tell Cleveland? I'm from Akron technically, but Cleveland is the next city over, and I hold them beloved. But I have different goals, and technically, where are you from? Boston. You're 25 years old, and you've never lived outside of Boston.
Right, that's fine.
So where are you at now?
New York.
And did you say city of Boston? You know, I'm going to consult with you
did
before I leave.
Well, I didn't consult. I told him I was leaving. But I have no problem.
So he told you he's leaving.
Leave. It's not just that he
so
left.
I got to try some other things,
dude. But all right,
it was going to be negative on how somebody leaves, regardless. Like I don't like.
But then you go do that press conference where you got a band and a parade, and we're not going to win one, we're not going to win two. Like a second after you did it, that's my problem.
But they signed 3 Hall of Famers. You should
So
celebrate.
let me address that one. Let me address that one too.
Fucking...
Do you think when LeBron signed, he said, "You know what? I need a band. I need a press conference." And like you got to give credit to the Miami Heat because they put that together. That's the next day. That's the Miami Heat's decision. That's not a LeBron James production. Everything is not a LeBron James production.
LeBron runs everything.
He does not.
He runs everything.
Not there.
I
give Miami credit for Miami's like, listen, this is how Miami does it. You get on our ship. And we do it this way. So Miami doesn't give players input.
You don't think he had input? Like, listen, I don't want to like rub Cleveland's face in the mud. The fact that I just came in, you don't think he had any input on that?
On what?
Being like, well, after he left and he holds a special to be like, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. You don't think he had some input? Be like, all right, I just tore Cleveland, my hometown. I just tore their hearts out. Let's not throw a parade the next day. You don't think he had any input on that?
I really don't think so. I really don't think. No, I know when you sign, they tell you what's your press conference going to be. Like you think
he's fucking LeBron, man.
But that's a production. Like they tell you you're going to have a press conference. The press conference is going to be like this.
They tell LeBron.
You know. Okay, you know why? You know I know he didn't know because if he knew, his sneaker choice would have been different because everything Nike does is
that's true.
For money. Mm-hmm. What did he have on his feet? He didn't have any LeBrons on. That means he didn't know he was coming to something like that.
Bullshit.
Time out.
That's crazy. You didn't think you knew he was going to that thing? Like they just showed up?
No. Listen. I think he knew he had a press conference, but I don't think he knew it was in that capacity where I'm going to have to put a jersey on. We're going to do this.
You're a Duke guy, right?
Yeah.
You're smarter than this.
No. You're smart.
You're smarter than this.
You're smart. Product placement.
I agree with you on the product. So weird.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Product placement, every step of the way, is real. Like every time you're going to be seen in some light, we need you to have this, and this on. They're ahead of, and that's dope though. Like he had on some generic run of the mill Nikes. He didn't have any LeBrons on. That means he didn't come with any LeBrons on, and didn't have any ready for him. Pay attention, please. Check that out.
I'm gonna pay attention.
Check
There's
what he had on his
way
feet.
I can possibly believe he didn't know that was Tyler. Back me up here, man.
I want. What's the right way to leave though? Like,
There is none.
Write a
And
Players
I give,
Tribune
but
letter?
time out. I
wanna
give
know, like, what's the-
I give them credit for trying something new. The right way would have been like, you know what? Let it come out in the media. His team tried something new. You're gonna get criticized for everything.
got some,
like the way you guys are doing your whole
He's got some like 2K7s on.
right.
That's
The way
very-
you guys are doing your whole
they
media
like
thing
some
right
high
now.
deposits or
You guys
something.
had to try something new to find out if it was going to work or not.
The
You
right
tried
way to
something new.
leave.
There is no right way to leave. There's no
Well,
right
there's
way
no
to leave.
good way to leave.
There's no
but
good
there
way to
is a
leave.
right way to
There
leave.
is no
What's
right
the
way to leave.
best way to
Because
leave, I guess.
okay, time out. Gordon Hayward still left Utah. They still hate his guts over there.
Right,
He
no.
did it in Players Tribune.
It's illegal to be hateful in Utah.
Okay, but they still burning jerseys and stuff. They hate him for the Players Tribune article. You gonna
Yeah,
hate
your
hate you
hometown's always
regardless.
going to hate, but you're not going to catch like me who have nothing to do with it being like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
You did have something to do with it because they built Miami to beat the Celtics. So that was part of the reason you hated it.
Right.
No, Celtics are already on the downside a little bit there.
We took them to a Game 7. We had a lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was a bad call in Rondo, but it was
It was a bad
All
call.
these excuses.
No,
See, this
that
is where
was a
it lies
bad
at.
call.
It
You
was a
said you
horrible
walked
call.
in here talking about bad calls.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
that was a
Dwayne
horrible-
Wade.
it was a horrible
Dwayne
no
Wade
call on
raked him
Rondo.
across the eye. I'm surprised Rondo
It's-
can even still see.
First of all, I want to left
Allegedly.
because I if I'm from my hometown, I would have stayed. That's fine. That's me. Different. But
If you're from your hometown, you would have stayed.
yeah,
See,
I'd like to think so. I mean,
You don't really know.
I don't.
it's like
know.
going to college, man. Like I respect if you having the balls enough to even try something new, because most people would do what's comfortable. So to try something new is big. Period. Like okay, like, I equate that to when I went to school. I was 16. I took my first visit to Stanford University, West Coast. I was like, hell no, I can't do this. Like I'm gonna go back to Jersey, and I went to Rutgers University because that was comfortable. I know people from Jersey. Like I know these area. It's comfortable. I'm looking at it again, and I'm not comfortable. Like we're not winning the way I want to. I want to try and do something else. Like I want to be more. I want to win. I just want to try something else. So then I never been to North Carolina. Didn't want to go to North Carolina. Once I got down there, the challenge of it, the way Coach K challenged me was like, you know what? Let me try it. But now I'm more seasoned. I've seen more things. I'm like, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna try something new because if I do the safe thing, it may not work out for me. Like you even moving to New York City, like you got to try something new and you got to broaden your horizons at some point in time. Coming back, he even said I may come back one day, but I got to try at least just to try something new. And sometimes as men we have to try something new. We never going. The people who live in their hometown for their whole lives have aspirations of leaving at one point in time. They just never try.
I mean, we're making it sound like this guy was like driving 9 to 5 to a factory. I mean, this guy's
But it's
driving
this-
all over the fuck. This guy
He's a
flies
captain.
over the
but
country.
it's the same rationale how people are looking at you right now. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, people are looking at you like, yeah, why can't you just do everything from Boston? Like, it's the same
But
thing. It's line of
It's
work.
not the
Your
same
your
thing
line of
because
work
it's not like there's
what you do is what
franchises
you
in
do.
each team. Like there's part of a league that you can play in one or play in the other, get paid like the same amount of money in one or the other, and all that shit. Like,
so why don't you
it's not
try
apples
what
to
you
apples.
what is whatever?
Well, it would have been
however-
hard. It would have
however
been
his
harder
mind
at
is
the time.
working.
He left because he didn't think he would win at the time in Cleveland, not to broaden his horizons.
Yeah,
Can you do both though?
right.
Tyler, you know what, man? If I could hang up on
Okay,
you right now,
listen,
I would.
listen. Would
I'll take my
you
answer off
rather
air.
go? Would you have the most fun and you have the most enjoyment out of working with people that like are closer to you, right? So
Yeah, he went with his friends. So,
So,
just say you
okay.
created a super team.
not enjoying a super team. My friends just are cooler than yours.
That's what he did.
My
I
two
know.
friends are better than
Yeah,
yours.
yeah,
Okay, no
right.
disrespect. Like
Right.
I took an opportunity where one of my main friends is just happened to be better than yours.
It's like the old major
So
league.
it's not a super team because you called the Houston Rockets when they wanted a super team?
Yeah, but you can build.
Or
super
do
teams.
you
It's
yes
not
or
like
yes or
free
no?
agent.
Yes
Who?
or no? When a player decides
Well,
they
the
want to join
Houston-
another
oh,
team,
Like the current Houston Rockets?
no, the Rockets
Not
before.
like Hakeem.
Hakeem.
Hakeem and like Clyde and those guys.
Yeah. You call that a super team?
No,
Okay. You call the Lakers a super team at any point in time?
they were a super team. But they're not
They were a
just
super they
team.
were a super team even when they had Karl Malone and Gary Payton.
Oh, those guys were like 100 by the time they got them.
But he was like, what, 1 or 2 years removed from an MVP?
Malone.
Yeah.
No, that had to have been like 5.
I mean, they still had Shaq and Kobe. So
Correct.
So
yes.
and you even if they're declining, they're still a force. They're not like they weren't like wheelchair Karl Malone. Like they were still they were still dominant at their position. They were still they were still revered highly. At
Would
their position.
we look at it the same way if they didn't throw the press conference? If he didn't do it with the ESPN special and with the parade, maybe it's a little different.
Parade.
Yeah, they threw a parade.
Pre-parade. ESPN special, we can give him credit for. Like that's creativity. That he had.
You like that?
No. I respect creativity. I respect people that go
Like
outside.
even he would be like, that wasn't good right now. I think.
Right, but you tried something new, and you would only find out if it's good or bad if you try something new. Like they tried it. Now, do I have an opinion on it? Yes, but you tried it to have an opinion. The parade, what Miami does as an organization, you have to give Miami credit for it because they are the Miami Heat, and they take pride in doing what Miami Heat does. There's a Miami Heat way, and they do it. It wasn't a LeBron James production. That was not. So I give them credit for the decision, not for the way that Miami Heat did it. And you saw the sneaker choice, right? You just looked at it, right?
Yeah, they weren't great.
Exactly. And if you pay attention to anything else he does with his shoes, you're gonna have some King James shoes.
That's a fair
on.
point.
He's gonna have something.
That's a fair point. I'd never of all the things I've thought about.
That's how I know he did not know what was coming. Right.
I don't have the rationale on why.
And they would have got him some shoes. Nike would have got him some shoes for that moment because the pictures.
He would have had some self
The pictures
features
from
on.
that. The pictures that were like all over the world. Like so.
He doesn't hit the beach without LeBron's on. They definitely would have had some type of shoe on him.
Thank you, please. So come off that one at least. I
am not coming off.
I don't know.
You're just stubborn.
I don't know the
just
sneaker.
say after me.
I don't know the sneaker reason.
Say
but you're saying he didn't know
say
that was happening.
I am a LeBron James hater, and then we can just.
I am a
LeBron
LeBron James
cool.
hater.
So you're never going to have any reasonable thoughts.
Anything he does, unless he says he's a fan of this website, I'm going to hate him.
Okay.
Let's get LeBron on the phone, Dahntay. Let's give him a call. Let's see if we can. Let's make this happen.
I really can't do that. My phone's not working right now. So
yeah,
I don't
right.
have a battery.
True.
He's enjoying his vacation.
As you should let him.
He's probably
time out.
staying on that diving board, which he's afraid to jump off for
to
45 minutes.
get hate, you have to be doing something right.
He's great.
We do not hate on
Nobody.
You don't hate on me because
Reggie
Jackson.
Jackson.
Because you're sitting in front of me right now, and you'll probably beat the shit
Most
out
people don't hate on people at the end of the bench. They hate on the people who are doing something.
Josh
So
Boone hated him. He was on the end of the bench.
Reggie Jackson.
What about him?
Fans don't boo nobodies. Famous quote.
Not basketball Reggie Jackson, the baseball player.
The baseball guy, Reggie
I
Jackson.
don't have a baseball reference.
You don't know who
I'm
Reggie
really
Jackson
not into
is?
baseball like that. Sorry, fellas. I'm a
Fuck,
specialist.
Apparently.
Sorry. I'm willing to learn, so I'll go look up
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson is...
I don't know the story behind Reggie Jackson, so I won't speak on it because I don't know.
just-
I don't know. I don't know the exact facts, so
That's
I
his.
can't.
That's
really-
his quote.
Fans
don't
don't
boo
boo
nobody.
nobodies.
Right. Okay. My bad.
It's a great quote.
I just learned something today.
Looks like your phone's working again.
No, it's not. I'm trying to get. I got 2%. I need this for my wife. She
I
calls
got a
me.
charger. I got a charger.
I'd love to talk to LeBron.
I'm sure it's
All he has
mutual.
to do is buy a T-shirt. I'll be his biggest fan.
Okay.
I'll
Cool.
give him a T-shirt.
Cool.
That would be the day.
Right?
That would be the absolute day. JR,
What about him?
you spent time in Denver with him?
I was on JR half of my life.
Oh, 'cause he's a Jersey guy too.
Jersey guys, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, we're probably the biggest JR podcast. I know Cleveland Cavaliers have their little podcast, Richard Jefferson and Channing Frye. Yeah, it's them too. We're the biggest JR podcast on the planet.
Why you say that?
These are just the facts. These are just. I've been an Earl guy since he came on the scene. I still don't know why the Bulls just gave up on him. They had him for a day when they traded Tyson Chandler to New
Tyson
Orleans.
Chandler, wasn't it? Yeah.
They had him for a day. They cut him. Denver picked him up.
Right.
It's a great time.
Right.
He gets a lot of shit from fans. I don't know why. I think they just don't know how to appreciate good basketball. JR, Game 7 last year, took a 35-foot three. Your first possession, I think there was 7 seconds left on the shot clock. He is. I argue he's as consistent a player as there is because you know what you're always going to get with him, and that's he treats the first game of preseason, last game of the NBA Finals exactly the same. What is your favorite quality about JR, Earl Smith III?
JR doesn't complain and shows up to work every day. I've seen the maturation process from a kid to a man, and I'm blown away how the man he is today. And as kids, if people judge us on how we started, it wouldn't be a fair representation. But he's learned and just grown over the years, and he's obviously made mistakes as we all have. But he just keeps learning and keeps growing, and he's working through all this, and he's an incredible athlete. First and foremost, great guy, one of the best people I know, great father, great husband right now. It's dope to me. But what you don't know is the first 2 minutes of the game, JR slid on both hands and tore all the skin off his right palm.
Game 7?
Game 1.
Oh, from this year?
Last
year? Okay.
Last year. So he tore all this, like all the palm off his hand, like kind of like a brush burn to where like it bubbles up and you gotta take the skin off. So he had no skin on his palm. For a shooter, that's like
not great.
Like he was playing trying to, and then what you have to do to clean it, so you spray the alcohol on your hand. Like he has an open wound on his hand. You can't do anything about it. You can't bandage it. So he's playing through that game 1, and then people's like he's in a shooting slump. He's not shooting. He can't shoot.
Yeah.
But played through it, and then like as the weeks it healed as weeks, and then now he's gotten back to what it was, and he didn't waver in confidence. So like JR came through big.
I can't imagine
he doesn't waver.
Like but waver in confidence because I haven't shot the ball in like 2 weeks. Really,
Yeah.
Right,
I can't feel my damn hand. Like he's still out there trying to give the game more. Most people just give up because I can't do the one thing that I do. He was defending. He still defended. He still tried to take shots while they were there, even though I'm not. I'm at like 50% right now for what I can do on my right hand. Like to touch is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what he had to play through at that point in time. And nobody knows that. Though.
No
like,
one
knows
that.
It was so crazy when I saw him do it. Like you can see the tear in his eye because of how much pain he's in.
I can imagine.
And the moment is big. So even when you got that adrenaline rush, you still don't have no skin on your hand.
Right.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Do you guys pay attention to anyone in the league? Pay attention to like basketball Twitter and writers and stuff like that, or is it just because they hate pretty much everyone who like we on this show like J.I., Jaylen Brown, Avery Bradley. Like they point to these numbers, they'll point to J.I. shooting, but they don't know that story. I didn't know that.
But
story.
they do like the easy thing, like it's from the outside looking in, and from inside out, like. It's gonna be crazy. Your Celtics gonna be without Avery Bradley. Like, I think that's like.
Listen, I don't want.
Doesn't complain. Doesn't ask for shots. Like you rarely get guys like that.
Avery Bradley is great, and people are still like, I don't know, man. His PER is a little low.
But that PER does not say like he's a great teammate, great defender.
Correct.
Can defend like 1 through 3. Shooter. He's evolved too as a player too because he just came in as a straight defender. He couldn't shoot. Now he's a great shooter. Come off pin downs, spot up. The way he moves without the ball, does not complain.
Right.
Or is not a liability at all at any point in time. Like great teammate, keeping everybody engaged, always focused. Like that, you don't get too many of those guys.
No.
And Detroit was awesome in picking that up.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm
not enough triple doubles, but he's pretty good.
Holy shit! Yeah, I mean, I like Bradley, but we're making it sound like
he's one of
Celtics are going to go to the. I mean, we
found
got
it.
blown the fuck out.
Yeah,
I understand, but I don't think. But I thought that was a consistent piece. Like you had to keep. Like if you're gonna keep.
correct.
They had no. How could they? Have
Listen,
kept
I thought you could trade Isaiah before you traded Avery.
We've been saying that forever, literally forever.
I think you're gonna fit it nicer.
and not to the point like Isaiah's anything wrong with him, but like
Correct.
you're gonna have to pay him in a little bit.
Would you give him that bag if you're a GM? Put on your GM hat. Would you give him a
I'm not
$450?
I'm not giving a bag because I got too much talent coming down the pipeline. So
Markelle Fultz, you literally could have had the number 1 pick to replace him and not pay him all that
unknown
money.
commodity. So
For
I'm not giving up a
Yeah,
known
yeah.
commodity for unknown commodity.
But then you trade him and you get something else back, though. You know what I mean?
Right, but it depends on what was out there to get back.
For
You had to
sure.
look- and we never know what was there to get back to represent that. But you got great wings, and then you look down the line and see what point guards are going to be available soon. You may be able to find something and work something out.
You could also just start smart and run the offense through Al Horford out of the high post. Like there are ways. It's
There are
Brad
ways.
Stevens.
There are ways.
It's
around,
Brad
it's
Stevens.
ways around it. Right. So what I think that like his fourth quarter, which says a lot about him as a person and as a player, his fourth quarter stuff that he does is amazing.
Absolutely.
But he needs the ball in his hands. So as a defense, you try to take the ball out of his hands, and then people are kind of stuck. And that's what happens with people that are like a ball dominant at their position. Like when the playoffs comes and when it gets deeper and deeper, you got to be a tough SOB to work through all these defenses and all this contact. And when it comes down like conference finals and finals for defensive schemes and things that don't happen during the regular season, because regular season, some teams won't even give you playoff coverages in the regular season.
For sure.
So you may beat them, be like, oh yeah, we got them, we swept them, it's not gonna be a problem. Nah, because I'm not gonna give you everything I have. We're playing chess now. Like we'll just do our normal stuff, and if you beat us, you beat us. But playoff time, we got some stuff for you.
I mean, Derrick Rose's Bulls used to beat the Heat routinely.
Right.
Like routinely.
Right.
In the regular
Isn't it?
season.
I mean,
Because they
even this
gave him
year.
everything. They gave him, we're gonna.
Even this year, the Cavs basically forfeited home.
If any of
home
LeBron's
yeah.
regular season rivals, he'll pretty much punt the regular season because he's like, I got it in the postseason. Eastern
Why you say that?
Conference at least.
Why you say that?
Well, he
I
did
don't
this
get
year
that.
with the Celtics, kind of. I mean, you guys gave us home court.
Yeah, because I feel
It's risk reward. Like,
you knew y'all
was
could beat
it worth that?
No, that's what
Like,
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like the whole rationale between rest right now and like you don't want to. Your team doesn't want to peak at the wrong time. So if your team is there's a study in basketball like this shows like your team can peak and stay at a certain level for only a certain amount of time. They can't be great for 40 games. They're going to start declining. So you're trying to peak at the beginning of the playoffs rather than have peaked before the playoffs start. So if I see where I can get him some rest, that number one seed doesn't matter because we know we have defensive coverages for that stuff. We can alleviate why we lost.
How many guys think kind of like how you think right now, like talking about the studies and like
coaches? That's what you paying these coaches for.
Yes, but
that's what GMs are, and that's
is that something you want to get into? I could see you getting into that.
Yeah, but that's where David Griffin and Ty Lue are talking about. Like, okay, if I have to rest him
anymore.
Well, that's what they were talking about. Like, if I have to rest them, because we got something for that. So don't take this as a loss. We're going to take it as a lesson on what we're going to have to do because we're confident we can take care of that one. Like, we didn't trap. We didn't get the ball out of his hands. We just played our defense, so we don't want to be able to prepare for us in the playoffs, which is fair, which is right. So if Bron doesn't play, like, cool.
Right.
As long as we get number 2, we're cool.
It screws the
we're not gonna have home court advantage in the finals anyway, so that's the only thing that matters.
Right.
So Greg Popovich sitting his whole team.
And if you're confident you can win on that Celtics floor, then all that other stuff don't matter.
Right.
I'd rather take a game here because if you rest, the risk of injury it goes down. Like it's kind of like the video game. Like if I get rest here, then if I play this game, you run at like a 60% chance of getting hurt. If I take another day off, I run like a 25% getting chance. If I take one more day, now I run like a 5% chance of getting hurt. There's studies to prove all these things. So you let him rest 2 days, the injury rate goes down. But if I keep playing him, the injury rate is still there. Not saying it's going to happen, but you still got like a 65% chance of getting hurt because he has so many miles on his body from 18. Like, the man has been playing since he was 18 years old, a schedule that has been ridiculous. And he trains ridiculously, so you have to watch their bodies.
I see it every day.
Like,
he's on social media telling us about it. Waking up when it's dark.
Why don't you unfollow him then?
Because I like hating him.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm in the media business.
That's the best part.
No, I'm in the media business.
The hate is as strong as the love. So as long as we have haters, that means we have.
Yeah, I got to.
Haters are the best fans.
Listen,
haters are number one fan. Are your best fans.
If I wasn't in this business, I'd ignore them. I'd tune them right out.
Yeah, in the '90s,
you can't tune them out.
Dave Portnoy, a little known fact about him, famously predicted at the beginning of Shaquille O'Neal's career that he would never win a finals.
Wow, I was wrong about that.
Barely, just barely.
So by a little bit.
I didn't like Shaq at the time either.
Why?
Because he was great, and he saw it, and he just
I don't know.
He
why
doesn't respect greatness.
I don't have an answer.
Who's your favorite player?
I don't have an answer for why I didn't like Shaq.
Who's your favorite player
of all time?
No, like now.
I'm a Celtics guy, and I'm not.
Loyalty sometimes gets in the way.
No, I mean I would never.
In a
all right, no,
decision.
I'll try to give you a guy outside of.
Giannis.
I mean, I like Giannis, but I wouldn't say he's my favorite player. But I like him. I mean, I do like Steph.
Okay.
I like the fact that he went to like Davidson and like small, so I feel like he earned everything he got.
He was the son of an NBA player.
But
then he
went to
also
Davidson.
was 7th overall in the draft.
Yeah, but he went to Davidson.
I'm just saying he's not like the biggest underdog story.
I don't mean
So he bloomed late.
Yeah, and I don't mean underdog in the sense
Which
like
is
he had
fine.
a tough like
Tom
upgrade.
Brady or anything like that.
He bloomed late like Tom Brady. Like they're
But,
late,
I mean,
they're
he
late
was-
bloomers.
he-
Everybody.
yeah.
So you got the kids that are in 8th grade that are dominating, and they're number 1, and you never see them again. Then you got the kids who are like going through their growth spurts at like 12th grade, and then
Like Anthony Davis.
right,
Yeah.
and then it takes them 3 years, and when they catch up, like everybody else has settled at some point in time from being great. Like to repeat greatness on a yearly basis is the probably hardest thing. Consistency is the hardest thing in any level of expertise. Period. To be consistent on a yearly basis, that's what makes people great.
No, I don't.
And everybody can't do it. Like they can't practice it. So him having the patience and like the confidence and the courage to like to keep fighting all those battles. That's what makes him good right now.
Real good.
Very good. Right. Don't get it twisted.
He came in here.
He's just not. People get mad at me because I don't declare him a top 10 player in the NBA, but this is fine. I got him on outside.
LeBron?
Like, no.
Oh,
Steph
I was
Curry.
like-
I got him on outside like 11, 12, but
Who? Let's say this top 10.
Okay, yeah. Who else?
I'm very
who's ahead of
interested
him?
in this top 10.
I gotta look at
You
it
brought it
again,
up,
man.
You
Okay, obviously I'm gonna go number 1 being LeBron James,
And because defense weighs highly in my level, I'm going to say Kawhi Leonard number 2.
Oh, okay.
I like Kawhi.
Okay. Then I'm going to go. Then everything after 3 is not in order. So
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. So 3, Kevin Durant.
Yep.
Fair. After that, I got to go.
I think Kawhi. You still after these NBA Finals have Kawhi over Durant.
Yes.
Wow.
Because that team was
Except
going
for
to
the defense, though,
that
right?
team was going to the
I thought he
finals
played good defense
with
in
or
the
without
finals.
him. That team was still winning when he got hurt. How many games did they lose?
All of them. Did
All of them. The rest.
No, I'm talking about Golden State.
He's talking about Durant.
When KD got hurt, how many games did they lose?
Not many.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2. It won 2 like that, right? They were going to the finals regardless.
Do you think they beat you guys without him though?
No. But no, and the year before that, they don't beat him. They don't beat him if they're healthy. No. It's different. It's a different series.
Do you think if
the
he's
year
on
before their first
You're saying when
championship,
Kyrie and Kevin Love are out?
Kyrie and
first
Kevin are
finals,
out
yeah.
of it.
Right.
And you can say whatever you want to about how Kevin played in the year we won it, but he still came back and gave you an amazing game 7. He had to adjust the way he played, but the reason why it was hard for him is because there's no rotations. They switch everything. They make you play one-on-one. That's not his game. He's more rotational, pick and pop. They take that out of the game, so now he has to figure it out. When he figured it out, he gave you a great game 7. Big for us winning a championship.
He put the clamps on Steph with the game on the line.
He had a great defensive possession versus Steph. Like, we stuck to it. If he plays, his presence and Kyrie's presence in the first year that they played each other, it doesn't go that way. So they adjusted. I think they know that too. So they adjusted and got KD. So that team is going to the finals regardless. I say that to say they were going to the finals.
If Draymond doesn't,
They just got a specialist that can score at the highest level. He's the best, probably second best scorer in our game.
if Draymond doesn't start kicking people in the dick, do you guys still win that second year? Or that one?
Yes.
That's an automatic yes from him.
Yes,
But
yes.
most
I'll
people
tell you
say
why.
no.
Because the reason why we won it wasn't because Draymond not there. It's just we actually those games 3 in a row that we stuck to our game plan and we kind of stuck with it rather than deviate from it and not be conscious of it. Like our game plan was where it was at. That's why we won, not because of Draymond not being there. Like it would have been harder, but that's what we beat them with Draymond on the court for Game 7
For sure. Yeah, and
So-
he played tremendously.
I'm curious to
And he
hear the
played
rest
well.
of this
Yep.
top 10.
Yeah. So you got the top
I
three.
got top 3. Then
LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Who else we
it's
got?
obvious. I got John Wall
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
I got Paul George.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like that's not even.
See the best player on OKC right now?
No, Russell Westbrook is, but
There was no
it's
other
not.
option
But
there.
it's not like it's like
A huge
it's
gap.
the 1A and 1B,
Okay.
right? Because he plays both sides of the floor,
For sure.
and those guys are hard to come by. And he's a 25, 26 point scorer, and he defends the best player.
Yeah.
Like he got to run with Bron, and he's going. We tilted our whole defense to him first round, and he played Bron, and he was still averaging like 29, 8, and 9. Like our whole defense, like was all towards him, like doubling. And he still averaged 29, 9, and 9, and he played Bron on D. That is special.
Yeah.
He's special, and he's just like he keeps his will to keep getting better. Is the only thing you see in
Especially
in
after
special
that
guys.
injury.
So, right, yeah. But even they knew that injury wasn't like life, wasn't like career.
For sure, but that can fuck with some guy's head.
Right, but he's still like I've known him since he was a rookie, and his whole mindset then, when his body didn't match his skill set, like he had skill, his whole mindset was like, give me like 3 years and I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be an all-star. And people look at him like, yeah, whatever. He's like, nah, I'm gonna figure this shit out, and I'm going to be an all-star real soon. And you laugh at him, but I heard it say out of his mouth, and he did it. So like, not too many people come in with that mindset. Like if you only as good as the goals that you set. So if somebody says I want to make it to the NBA, you can do that. But if you say I'm gonna be one of the greatest, and that's what he was saying, like I'm gonna challenge Bron, then that's what he's working towards, and he's in that conversation of greatest players in our game. But then you got James Harden, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. So I gave you Bron, Kawhi, KD,
Yep.
John Wall, PG, Russell Westbrook, Harden, the Givens. Am I tripping?
No, those are all good.
Where we go after that, fellas? Throw me some names.
I mean,
Giannis?
Oh, yeah.
Or is he not there
No.
yet?
Not top 10.
What does he have to do? Shoot?
Jan.
He just keep growing. Like
Okay.
it's a maturation process
mean-
for that. Like but his pace is
What about
unbelievable.
Hayward?
Yeah.
No,
Jimmy Butler.
we'll leave him on the list.
Close. He's
Honorable
getting
mention.
close.
Honorable mention list. I can use this.
Draymond?
You said you
Yeah,
like
can.
Klay Thompson.
Draymond or Clay?
I'm writing it down. I got you.
So we got Jimmy. Who else?
CP3.
CP.
Still.
I mean, I'm not. I've never.
He's the only
I
true
disagree.
point guard we have in our game still left. Him and John Wall,
That was what. Yeah.
two true point guards. Like,
Rondo's still playing.
yeah,
It's true.
kind of like point guard by deficiencies. Like he dominates the game by his cerebrally, like
Nearly
by
beat
his,
the Celtics himself
right.
this year.
And he can do it defensively. Right, you're right. They're okay. Those are our three like real point guards left in our game. He defends. He can dominate a game with his mind. Like he has certain skills that nobody
I would
else
love
has.
to for just an hour be able to know what he looks like how he looks at a game, like he just sees it. I would love to know what.
CP?
No, Rondo. Chris Paul too.
He's ultra competitive, and that's what we're missing in this game. Like
I
guys are
literally-
like super competitive and like trying to do anything to win.
Yeah, I just mean like the physical angles, like how he throws some of
Like
those
the actual
passes.
vision.
Yeah.
But you'll never know because like
Well, of course.
everybody like he doesn't have it. I'll never know because he sees things we don't see. He sees
Right.
plays that happen before they even happen. So like it's crazy. So Jimmy and CP3. Oh,
DeMarcus
Carl Anthony
Cousins?
Tines.
Wow, I was gonna throw him in there, but after you
Yeah.
said Giannis, no, I was like,
You have him already in the top 10.
I have him fifth.
Yeah,
I have him fifth. I think he's
kid is special. Kid is special.
Hasn't made an All-Star game though.
It's true.
Isn't one of the three top centers
What
according to
about,
NBA voters.
what about the unibrow guy?
Anthony Davis.
And I think the unibrow guy is in there too. Like
Davis, Cousins, both.
no Davis,
So there's-
Oh, okay.
So there's your 10.
That sounds about 10, yeah.
Davis and him, and then I think I may be missing one other. But then I think like Clay and Steph fall on the outside of that next five.
So you're basically saying you'd rather, if you were like starting a team, you'd rather have one of these 10 guys and like Steph, not like you wouldn't prefer to build a team around
Right, because
him.
I need I need Clay to have Steph.
Right. And they both
Just
need
like
Draymond.
I need Avery to have, and they both need Draymond. Because
Right.
in my opinion, Draymond is the most important player on their team.
Even with Durant?
Even with KD?
They go to the finals without KD.
I get that, but I'm saying now that they have him, he's on the team.
I can see like he's more irreplaceable. Like if you don't have
He's the one
Durant,
that you
can
can't
still
replace.
have
Like if
guys
he
that
goes,
hit
if
threes.
Draymond goes down, the person that can switch 1 through 5.
Yeah.
That's you're hurting your argument about whether you would have won when he went down, when he kicked
But
Braun in the balls.
we had some for that. But
I
now,
think-
now with the weapons that they have now, that makes him even more valuable because now you got KD and he can guard Braun and like their whole matchup situation messed everything up. But if he goes down, they got a problem. Just like if Clay goes down, they got a problem. The scorer, they can find ways to score and stuff because they still got great scorers there. But if the guys who do all the dirty work and save them, like Draymond saves them defensively on plays, and he guards so many positions. Like you can do so many great things defensively with him. So that makes him the most important player. But if you don't have Clay, then Steph has to guard his position all the time.
Right.
82 games in the most dangerous position in our game right now. Like the point guards are arduous because like they come at you at so many different speeds and so many different types, and like you have to guard him every day. Clay can do that.
Right.
Clay guards 1, 2, 3. He don't mess with it. He don't mess anything out of his wheelhouse. He's 6'7", so he can give up a point guard problems. Most 2 guards are not his size, and then he can go up to a 3. So he can do that. Then if you don't have Clay, then you got Andre Iguodala trying to really play 40 minutes. Nah.
Yeah, he's too old for that.
Right, and then Andre is important to their team too because now Steph doesn't have to be a point guard. He
Right.
gets to be a shooter.
Yeah, Steph plays with a bunch of guys who can run
Right,
point.
and he doesn't have the more he has the ball in his hands, the more they're at risk.
I'm looking at
He
this
turns the ball over a lot.
list from Sports Illustrated top 10. They have Blake Griffin at 10. George 9.
But that's not a difference. That's not a disrespect to Blake. Like I just don't have him. He's in that next 5
Yeah,
with me.
Davis at 8. The rest will probably Harden 7. Harden to me,
Because of this playoff game?
his playoff disappearance, that matters to me. Like, I don't care what you do in the regular season. It's kind of what you were saying. Like the regular season. This guy's been a dog in the postseason.
I'm interested to see what he does with CP because now, at that point in time, in
You
the
think
playoffs,
it can work? Them two?
Well, yeah, I do, but I'm interested to see how it's going to work. But like Harden, like when you bump up to conference finals, now the level of physicality is higher, so now you can hold and grab more. For a person like that weighs on you more, and all the attention is on him. So they're like basically like we get the ball to his hands and mess him up, we'll live with it after that.
His supporting cast has to come in now. So now they have to go by the same rules. It made it harder for him. He wore down, literally wore down. I think like he just hit the wall. Like I got to do too much for this team. That's why like bring CP on now. Now you get to take time off of games for him, and now you get to monitor his minutes. So now he's not wearing down. He peaked too early. I think at that point in time he was playing too well too early. When it come down to the conference finals, that's where it becomes tough. Like guys are in the finals. Guys, you read stories like Delly was in the hospital before games. Like guys are like it's 9 months of basketball where some people are playing 6 at a high level, at an extreme high level. Now you're trying to play better at the end of the last 3 when you already got 80 games on your belt. Like that's crazy. So I think he needs more help.
That you think Mike could break in that mix, like even the honorable mention, like Embiid, Simmons, Wiggins.
I love Embiid,
Booker, just like any of those young guys.
And you hit them on the head, like Embiid, Giannis, Booker.
Is Wiggins' defense going to come? Because he's had a couple coaches.
Nah, I don't think that's going to come. I think it's all in him. Like I think it's internal. Like his ticker, his heart, like his aggressiveness. Like.
Okay.
If he had what KG has, he'd be dominant. But everybody doesn't have that.
No.
So that's one thing holding him back. Like he has all the physical tools. He's the prototype. His body can get better. He's growing. But that aggressiveness that we see, it can make somebody's career, or it can help people not fulfill the potential that people see for them.
And that's been the knock on him since high school.
Right. Like I think. And he'll have an amazing career like a Vince Carter and a Tracy McGrady.
Okay.
They had amazing careers and they're physical specimens and they have like innate abilities. But to be that top tier great, you have to be like wanting to dominate at all points in time. Like you have to eat, sleep, and think about dominating the game of basketball. And that's why I put Paul George and LeBron and KD and like those in my top, and Kawhi in that top, because I think they eat, sleep, train. Everything is toward basketball 12 months out of the year. And they always want to dominate, whether it's a pickup game, whether it's one-on-one after practice, whether it's checkers, whether it's cards, like that personality trait of just trying to dominate everything, it transfers into basketball. And I don't think he has that, like, by his demeanor. Like, he doesn't always play hard. Like, a person like Kawhi, he's always playing hard.
Correct.
He doesn't make show of his face, but he's always playing hard. He's always giving it. He's always in the gym. And he doesn't have the demeanor as most.
Oh yeah, no,
but
he's a robot.
He seems like he never gets hurt and he never gets tired.
Yeah,
and if Andrew Wiggins could get to that point in time of it, like always playing 40, I think Thibodeau is trying to get that out of him. But if playing hard on like a 40-minute basis and just giving everything you have, he can cross that line. But we've seen it before. We've seen guys with that ability, right there at the cusp, can teeter on it. Off it at times, but to be consistent at that, you have to have a certain type of. You have to be born with a certain type of thing.
He might just be content being a 20-point per game
guy.
He
might, and having a max contracts and scoring 20 points and not being an MVP conversation. Some guys are happy with that. Having a couple commercials, somebody's happy with that, and that's great things. Those are like those are things.
Sure. I would take that tomorrow if I could.
Some guys don't.
You
gotta understand. Some guys don't want to be the MVP. Some guys don't dream of that.
Right.
Some guys don't wake up thinking about that every day. Nothing wrong with it. They may be thinking about being dominant or being an all-star. And if you don't have the ultimate aspirations, then you don't get those things. You just don't trip up on them. I think Russ eats, sleeps, and drinks basketball, wanted to be MVP, wants to be a champion. Like you can see how hard he plays, like how much he gives. I think that's where I see that in Karl Anthony Towns though. Like I see that in him, like on how he trains, how he lives. Like he wants something more than 96% of the players in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler's a Kentucky guy, and I just watch these kids like Marvin Bagley right now. I don't know if you've been watching him, but like I watch these guys out of high school. And Karl, he was hitting dark fadeaways from like 8th grade, like intentional ones, not like 8th grade just throwing shit up. Like he was setting up for that. Like I think he's going to be like when he got drafted. I said he was going to be better than Anthony Davis. People said I was crazy. Anthony Davis so far every time they faced off's eating his lunch, but I think it's coming.
The part of Anthony Davis' dominance is that his health. Right. Like if he could be healthy, and that give him more confidence towards like where, because he always had a setback. So like he gets great parts of the season, gets hurt, setback. Mentally that messes with you a little bit. You come back, you're still trying to gain that confidence, get back to where you were. Then you get hurt again. Like you keep going 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Like it's but you never get to see his full potential. If he can become healthy, we might have a different discussion here.
Yeah. No, I mean AD's a beast, but yeah, Towns. I mean, the guy hit 100 threes last year, scored, 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, like first time that's ever happened.
Defend.
Yeah, like 25, 12, and 103.
Takes his matchup seriously, defends,
Yeah.
like
He's 21.
right. Sky's the limit for the kid, man.
We were saying the other day he has like 15 more seasons left. Like that's
This is the worst he's ever
That's
going
crazy.
to be.
Yeah, like
Right.
this is the worst he's going to be until he's
Right.
like a role player like 36.
Exactly.
Like, that's horrifying.
I think that's going to be the best thing for Wiggins. Like, he has that dog. I think Butler has that in him. So if you hopefully Wiggins being around those guys.
But see, that dog does not
Translate,
Right.
transfer person to person.
right. You can't get
But-
a ferocious poodle.
I guess
like you're
I guess my
if
thing
you're a
is
Rottweiler. You're a Rottweiler. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get
poodles are poodles.
the thing is like
I'm not saying he's a poodle, but I'm saying like the
Right.
personality comes with what you are. Jimmy is why Jimmy's really not skill wise not supposed to be an all-star.
right.
But that dog has pushed him past his skills and pushed him into the top tier of basketball players because he just wants it more than you do. And that's a skill. That's as much as shooting, that's as much as defense. Like that dog can make or break you and take you places that help you overachieve. Jimmy always had a dog that's what got him to NBA first round pick.
Yeah.
Then he surpassed all expectations and now he is an all-star, top tier. Like you put him on all lists like because of the dog.
Right.
The dog is what steps out with Jimmy. Like Jimmy competes and you got to worry about him and some of these top tier guys don't want to deal with a person like that. That's what makes you a great defender. You just keep coming and most people will go away. So
It is interesting to think about. The only time I think like sometimes it does transfer is when it's like overwhelming, like the 2008 Celtics. Like Kendrick Perkins was taken to a different level because of Kevin Garnett.
right.
Like, but
Kevin Perkins always was a
No, he always had the
yeah.
dog in
that's
him.
what
but,
I'm saying. Like
but
it
two
got
dogs,
brought,
ne-
it got
played
brought out
better.
more.
Yeah.
Like it
Right.
got,
Right.
it got elevated.
two dogs next to each other
Yeah. It
like
bark-
we fight
yeah,
together.
barking at
makes
each
the
other.
dogs better.
Yeah.
Like, makes the dogs more ferocious. If you
Yeah.
got a dog next to you built the same way you are, now these two dogs look more vicious than being there by themselves.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's Towns and Butler now. And Wiggins is going to get to guard like the other team's third worst guy.
Right.
Because their other two
so,
guys are
So
guarding
you
the
may
dog.
see him. Yeah, he gets to sub in and sub out when he wants to. So is that gonna make him dominant?
It might make him appear more dominant. You know
You
what
got to check the numbers, man. Let me
Yeah.
see what his PR
See
is
his
looking
PR?
like.
Yeah,
We'll
what's his
see.
offensive, his defensive rating, his plus minus off and on the court.
Gotcha.
These are the dickheads we have to deal with all the time. Like the newest take, and we'll end on this because I just want to hear your take on it because you just mentioned him as one of the young guys on the come up. The newest internet take for people I specifically and Tyler
I already
hate.
know what you're going to say.
I know. Yeah, Devin Booker's actually bad. Did you know that? Devin Booker's bad at basketball.
No, I don't know that.
Listen. I'm telling you,
It's true.
This is the word on the.
You know, and we're only seeing a piece of what Devin Booker's
That's
gonna
what I'm
be,
saying.
which is scary because he's so young and he's still developing into a basketball player. Like he's in his infancy stages. So what you see is his scoring stuff, but there's so many things he can get better at. Just like that's why what makes Kyrie so scary because he's at the infancy stages of
Right.
his career. He's still young. He's still learning how to play basketball. So that's what makes him scary. That's why we don't know what he's thinking because he may know that I'm only scratching the surface of what I can do.
right.
And he may be wanting more for himself to learn more. We don't know, but those two players are infants in the game. Now, the difference between the two of them is one is playing next to LeBron James and a better team. A better team as
Phoenix
a
has been
staff,
dog shit.
regulated as a crew. Phoenix is developing, so they're filling their gaps. They're trying to compliment him well. And when he gets great compliments, like case in point, Golden State Warriors. So they got Steph and them are personnel based. So when David Lee was their starting power forward, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
But when Draymond came as a starting power forward, now they're breaking records and stuff because personnel can get the best out of different people. And that's that game that GMs are playing, trying to put the right people around each other. And Bob Myers, they found the right way to make these guys overachieve, personnel driven. So if you can get the right personnel around Devin Booker, the sky's the limit. You can get a point guard that's going to keep him involved, and he doesn't have to bring the ball up or doesn't have to do too much on the ball. A guy that's going to be able to spot shoot and spread the floor. Some guys that can spread the floor and let him work. We got a problem because Earl Watson's going to get the best out of those guys. Earl's a phenomenal coach, phenomenal motivator. He's building men down there. He's teaching these young guys how to be basketball players, professionals, and men. So, like, the sky's the limit for the Phoenix Suns. Like, they got my guy James Jones over there, like who's trying to work with those guys and work with the dynamics of how to build a team. Like, teams like that are on the rise and on the move. Them and like on the other side, the Sixers are going to be amazing because they're trying to find the right piece to put around the talent that they have, and they have an immense amount of talent on both teams.
Yeah, well, it's a damn shame Devin Booker stinks. Don't forget that.
Nah, not at all. Never hear that come out of my mouth.
Right.
I bet
it's a bad opinion.
You won't hear anybody in the league say Devin Booker's
no, of
a
course
bad
not.
And you don't want to guard him by yourself. Like the kid can go.
Yeah, like Tyler just said it. Same with Avery Bradley. No one in the NBA thinks Avery Bradley's bad. Everyone
like
on the internet.
Lillard, players that have played with and against him are like, no, he's amazing, and people are like, no, we disagree.
Right, but you got take all that with a grain of salt.
It just drives us fucking nuts.
It's an opinion. Like all this is my opinion, but it's like it's an opinion.
No, it's correct. What you're saying is correct because you agree with us. That's why it's correct.
Okay, fine.
True.
Dahntay Jones, Dave Portnoy.
I'll try to get some more teammates in here for
Dave.
Mixtape.
I appreciate your presence, Dave. I know this is special. I know this is special.
I love it. Listen, I saw
It's the first episode he's ever listened to.
It is. No, I saw him in the parking lot. It's like we bumped into each other like old teammates.
Right.
His wife works out right around here, right?
I work out right around.
I thought you said your wife did.
No, my wife works downtown.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
My wife, but I work out like a block away from you guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get in here. We're gonna be a post grade unless you get into the GM coaching shit. If not, get into the talking. We'll sling it a little more. You got one more year? Is that what you're doing?
Huh? I want to play another year.
Okay. Yes. Well, if you don't,
Doors
open.
up until then.
I got another guy for you too, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds good. Thank you very much,
good.
Dahntay. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Dahntay.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
Seriously.
See.
DJ Jones.
My bro, that nigga my homie. Count money, fuck hoes. Make sure you get money. We laugh, we joke, cause all the ops funny. Put that on God, man, these niggas don't want no smoke. No smoke, no smoke. You niggas don't want it. I can't go, won't go. Won't leave my mama lonely. No smoke, no smoke. But we die about that money. No smoke, no smoke. You niggas don't want it. I heard these niggas won't smoke. They better pull up with 100. Yeah, we want all the smoke. I walk around with it on me. Draco protect me, you ain't taking that. Boy, you can try me, you know I'm a bone. Quick to come to, we ain't never running. These niggas hating, they mad about something. You know I'm a blow, I ain't never stunning. You know how I'm coming, you know what to do. If you ever want it. Niggas stop all that talking, you know I'm mad. Come and pull up on me. I hope you don't sweat, you know that I'm dumping. My bro, that nigga my homie. Count money, fuck hoes. Make sure you get money. We laugh, we joke, cause all the ops funny. Put that on God, man, these niggas don't want no smoke. No smoke, no smoke. You niggas don't want it. I can't go, won't go. Won't leave my mama lonely. No smoke, no smoke. But we die about that money. No smoke, no smoke. You niggas don't want it. Try down and we gon' kill them all. Shoot you and your boy and whoever. Try to get away, we gon' run them down. You get back up, bitch, knocking them down. When you say my name, nigga, people sing. You know how we living, that ain't how you living. If you go to trip and get hit with the glitz, ain't no hesitating, we bring it to you, bitches. 40 Glocks and extensions. These niggas talking, I ain't hearing it. Nigga better mind their business. Gon' get it too if you get in it. Forever posted in the trenches. Swear that we forever spinning. These niggas talking like they with it. When I catch you, you gon' get it. My bro, that nigga my homie. Count money, fuck hoes. Make sure you get money. We laugh, we joke, cause all the ops funny. Put that on God, man, these niggas don't want no smoke. No smoke, no smoke. You niggas don't want it. I can't go, won't go. Won't leave my mama lonely. No smoke, no smoke. But we die about that money. No smoke, no smoke. You